What do we have here? When are they going to stop taking advantage of my time and my expertise? Oh. I feel like many of you who have maybe sent me an email, maybe like, is that the reaction Steve has every time he gets one from me? The answer would be no. The reality is, however, that I am starting to create boundaries for myself, and I suggest you do the same. When you have a domain expertise, you have something of value to offer people. If you are not being compensated for that, like, you have a job, that's your full-time gig, right? That's where your revenue and all the opportunity comes to take care of your family. Then sharing your advice, your experience, and your guidance is just kind of something that you can do because you're not actually a paid consultant or a paid coach or a paid expert. But those of us that are, sadly, have this problem where we will actually undervalue ourselves by not setting boundaries. We'll give advice when people call. We will jump in to try and be the savior or the problem solver. We will do these things because we are good people. We want to help someone who's in a jam or struggling or frustrated about something. Maybe they don't have other people to turn to. But the problem is the difference between being a friend and a good supporter and being a paid professional. And that is where my dilemma is today. Many of the coaches I know, many of the consultants that I know, they're all struggling right now to build a business that actually pays them for their time and their experience. Why? Because they go into this thinking they have to show their level of expertise. They have to be willing to put their good juju, their good info out there. And oftentimes they'll do that to build confidence, to create some awareness around brands, and really at the end of the day, because they really do have a servant mentality at heart. The problem is the more times that people come back to that well and they're getting value, your advice means something. They're taking your strategies and they're implementing them. They're growing their businesses or improving their careers or stepping up that next rung of their leadership. And they're able to come to you over and over again for free. Well, you have a problem, my friend. There used to be this show, Lost in Space. The robot would be Will Robinson, trouble, Will Robinson, trouble. Something like that.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger. No, Will Robinson. Danger.
You have a problem. As a consultant, as a coach, as a strategic of any kind that's leveraging their expertise, if you continually give it away for free, people are always going to expect that you are the well they can come and they can pull their bucket down into, and they can just come back with solid stuff and they can pay a dime for it. Which makes it awkward when you come back to that person and you say, I get paid for this. Oh, you did? Why did you respond to my last 3 emails? Why did you spend, when you said you only had 10 minutes, but you spent an hour? Now you're trying to jack me up to get some money from me or something. What's up with that? That's not a friend. You're right, not a friend. And what you need to understand as a expert in your field is there is a fine line between friendship and free advice and leveraging your core talents and your experience and your expertise and all of your knowledge. The stuff that's in here that you have amassed years accumulating. In here, yes, sometimes it overrides here. Like, I want to help because I just want to be a good guy. And I do want to be a good guy. But at the end of the day, if I'm a good guy for 15 people today, and there is no value, there's no return on the investment of that time, yes, I will have 15 people that think I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, but that will not pay my mortgage. It will not help me pay my car payment. It will not help me keep a sustainable growth business. So what I recommend when you find yourself in this situation is everybody that you've helped up to this point, you just consider that sunk cost. I've invested my time, my energy, my expertise. Let that go. Don't try to go back and reclaim any of it. Don't go back and say, I did that really good and solid for you, and that turned out to be a real successful thing for you because look at your business. It's just blowing up. Where's my taste? That's just inappropriate. Don't do that. But what you can do is two things. Two. I started with three. Two things here. Number one, set boundaries with those people that you've helped before. Hey, if you found my guidance and my advice, my coaching, my strategic plan, my expertise, whatever, of value, if you need me in the future in a professional capacity, here's the way that you can engage me. Put it out there, let it go. Don't say I'm looking for a payback, I'm looking for any return from what I've done before, because you're not, right? You don't. Make that abundantly clear. It's just point forward. And then when somebody comes back and like, that's not very nice, that's not friendly, why would you do that to me? Now I'm like a paid person? I'm a prospect? No, you're not. I did all that because I love you, I got you. I just can't continue to do that all the time. My time is valuable. My experience, my expertise, my genius is valuable. And I just am wanting to get out ahead of that so that you know if you need to engage me and you need me to be fully invested in whatever the issue is or the challenge that you might be facing, I'm all there. But I need to be compensated for my time. I needed to be valued by you. Now, for those that are brand new, here's the other tricky thing that we're doing as we're building our businesses and professional services is we want to give people a taste. I'm the worst at this because I will end up sitting there being like, hey, it's a 15-minute discovery call, but they'll say something or do something and I'll be off to the races because that's the way my mind works. And I will give away the cookies too easily. And again, you're doing it for free because that was a discovery call and it was free. And they're getting value with no compensation. How do you build that? Well, you do that by having confidence. Like, hey, I understand where you're coming from. I get the situation. I see where you want to go. I know what you want to accomplish. I feel reasonably confident that if we could start working together in a professional capacity, I can make a positive ripple impact on you. Here's how I think we could do it. Here's the approach that I'd like to take. What do you think? Rather than give away the cookies, hey, look at me because I want to show that I've got the value and the experience that you're really going to need. But when they take the cookie, they eat it, they love it, it's delicious, but the cookie is gone. They don't want to pay for the next cookie. So they zapped you from all your skill sets and all your abilities and then take off. Or you never get to that point, which is a problem with a lot of coaches and consultants. They never ask for the business. So rather than start by just exuding your expertise, no, the only reason that you're in that conversation is because they already see that you have a level of expertise. Either you are referred by somebody who gets and understands the value of what you bring to the table. That's why they put that person in front of you. Or they called you because they saw something on your website, they saw a video, they heard your podcast, they read your book, or they just know of your reputation. They are already giving you a buying signal. I don't know where that went. They are telling you what you're saying, what you're doing is already important to me. Let's figure out how to make it work. Dear Josh, I am in receipt of your question. It's a good question, one that I suspect an answer will be important to your business. Not really saying that. But, Stardo, dear Josh, thank you so much for your inquiry. Thanks for the question. I want to remind you that I have moved to a new model, which requires you to book time through my booking link. And once you click that link, you'll not only have access to my schedule, but you'll also see where you can put in your payment information. And I'll be happy to schedule. You'll be able to find multiple times that you can choose from that will work for your schedule at your convenience, and will be times that I have blocked off that will be convenient for mine. Sincerely, and as always, ripple on, your boy, Steve. No, didn't say that last part. You get my point, though. Right. Josh, you're not getting no more time from me. No, sir. Don't be coming at me with 5 questions in this email and be like, I'm waiting. What? Wait, what? I just got a text. I just got a text from this guy. This isn't really my phone because I'm recording on my phone, but I just got a text that actually went over there and over here. Like, hey, did you get my email? The email you just sent like 5 minutes ago? Yeah. You are taking advantage of my time, and now you're putting my life on your time schedule. Not doing that with no pay, no compensation. No more. Goodbye. When you sort of like willy-nilly around it and you're still giving good things and you're not on the clock, You're not only giving away all the cookies, but you're also saying, hey, it's okay for you to abuse my time. Call me anytime that you need something, and never have an expectation of paying for what you're getting. Stop it. Stop it. I plead with you to stop it. Is it easy? No. Is it hard? Yes. But once you figure out why you're doing it and what your purpose is, which is to make money, to build your business and grow your relationship with that potential client, there has to be an exchange of commerce. You're giving away your time, your expertise, your experience, your connections. All these things all have value, big value. Don't give them away for free. Don't do it because you're a good person. Don't do it because you just feel like you have to validate why they should be talking to you. They're already talking to you. They're already 100% in. It's just, are you going to be the person that gets them over the line to start paying you going forward and what you're doing? I'll leave you with this. I had a client that I've worked with for a very long time. Sorry to say I've cut them a hugely valuable deal to get use of me, but I have built their business into a significant enterprise. And it was only until they started realizing that they must focus on valuing their time before they put it on the table did they recognize this thing started to take off. This thing is starting to go. Their business has quadrupled in the last probably year and a half. They are taking advantage of the advice. They are getting it at a song still. Maybe they'll see this and be like, maybe Steve, maybe we should like up the fee, maybe, I don't know. And be like, hey, I don't know, I think it'd be great. Yeah, come on, bring it. I knew what I signed up for, but at least I'm being compensated for my time. What I can see is them having confidence to give them my fee at the time for what it was gonna take to work together. And the value of what I shared with them, how it had a direct correlation to their success and where they are today. Would I be justified to go back to them and go, look, hey, look, the rates are going up? I could, and I might, but I'm already being compensated when they reach out to me. But when I show them the correlation between where they were to where they are today and how they don't do anything anymore for free, how it's been a 4 or 5x gain on their business, increase in revenue. That is huge. But I only got there by having the chutzpah, the cojones, the gumption, the, hey, no more try before you buy it kind of attitude. If you want me, you want my time, there is a cost to that. But I don't look at it as a cost, I look at it as an investment, because if we do it well, the payoff's gonna be huge. In their instance, 4 or 5x return easily on what they were doing and how they're doing it today. It's huge growth, huge amount of revenue, crazy profit. And as I make this video and they're sitting in the south of France, kind of irritates me that they didn't take me, but that's okay. Maybe next year. But I won't give it away for free anymore. Nobody gonna be getting the cookies for free, except on here. I'll give the advice for free. I'll share some things to think about. But if you are in professional service, a consultant, coach, strategic, dude or dudette, however you display yourself in the world, stop giving it away. Show that you have value, of course, by talking about what you do, but don't solve their problem without them writing you a check. There you go. Yeah! So, that little ding there, that little ding on that email, come full circle, is somebody who doesn't value my time, but they're about to. Ripple on.